What's good with y'all? Dr. Herman Alcamuch back in the building, Mr. Mbello, Dr. Legacy. The way I build my legacy is by helping you build your legacy. And today, first of all, we're gonna do the drip check, right? Mbello, sweatsuit, top and bottom. You know, I gotta wear my doctor jacket, right? Mbello hat. That's what we're rocking today. And I wanna just say Mbello stands for meaning, belief, love, and optimism. When you start meaning more, believing more, loving yourself more, and develop a new level of optimism for yourself, that's when you will be free and begin to live a life of fulfillment and legacy and purpose. Today, I just want to say happy birthday to Kobe Bryant, right? The GOAT. And I'm not even going to talk basketball. I just want to talk about the great man he was. Kobe Bryant displayed traits in a man few men, few men ever display, like humility, hard work, passion, effort. He was a family man. He took care of his family, right? Um, he spoke well, very athletic. He carried himself well. His energy was just so relentless, so impactful, alone. And people like that in this world deserve to have the light shined on them because they shined the light on us. It was many times, many days that I felt discouraged. It was many days where I felt like I couldn't do what I wanted to do. But when you hear something from Kobe Bryant, or when you see him play, right, you actually, it gives you motivation and inspiration. And that's what this channel is about: inspiring, motivating, inspiring entrepreneurs, right? So I'm gonna play this just as a Kobe tribute. Thank you, Kobe.
From one of my English teachers at Lower Marion named Mr. Fisk. He had a great quote that said, "Rest at the end, not in the middle."
Mm.
And that's something I always live by. You know, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll figure these things out as you go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time. I had a purpose. I wanted to be one of the best basketball players to ever play. And anything else that was outside of that lane, I didn't have time for.
At what age did that goal become crystal clear?
I made that deal with myself at 13 years old.
At 13 years old?
13 years old. That's the
You
deal
were
I made.
crystal clear about it.
Crystal clear.
And where did inspiration come from?
The love of the game. The love of the game. The challenge. Like, I would watch Magic play. I'd watch Michael play. And I would see them do these unbelievable things. And I'd say, can I get to that level? I don't know, but let's find out. Let's find out. I had a summer where I played basketball when I was like 10, 11 years old. And here I come playing, and I don't score 1 point the entire summer. I remember crying about it and being upset about it. And my father just gave me a hug and said, "Listen, whether you score 0 or score 60, I'm going to love you no matter what."
Wow.
Now that is...
Wow. That was so impactful and important. Wow. So he was 13 when he made a commitment to himself to be great because he had love for the game of basketball. And at the point where he had got discouraged, at the point where most kids like me and you quit, right? He went to summer camp thinking he was going to be something. Scored 1 point the whole summer camp. But what happened? This is why I was so impactful, because it's so important to have a father, right? Like, having your father, a father that cares, that's actually a productive community, a productive person in the community that can actually contribute in a positive manner to your life, right? That type of man, right? So Kobe's at this point where it's really a point of giving up, and his father steps in with a hug and say, "It's okay, son, right? It's okay. I'ma love you anyway, even if you score 0 or 60. I wish I had that. So this is developing his mindset, right? This is developing the championship mindset of Kobe, and we talked about that in the last video. Um, that's why it's important to have a father, because he can come in and help you understand your emotions, help you understand the world, help you understand um, basically how to think. And if you understand how to think, your actions will become better. Because the reason we end up in the situations we end up in is because we didn't choose the right decision, or we wasn't open-minded enough to actually be aware of the other possible choices, right? Because you can choose, but if you don't have the decisions in your knowledge available, that's the right decision. It don't matter what you choose, you'll be wrong, right? Um, so we're gonna listen to a little bit more.
Most important thing that you can say to a child. Because from there, I was like, okay, that gives me all the confidence in the world to fail.
Boom. That's where we at. We're gonna end the video with that. He said that's the most important thing you could ever say to your child in the world. Like I said, I didn't have that moment. So I'm coming into this mindset and this tenacity and this will and passion and purpose for life late. He had it at 13 because his father said, he said the most important thing to him, right? And why? Because it gives him all the confidence in the world to fail. And so this is what happens. This is the problem. Once you develop this mindset and this confidence, right? Knowing you'll be loved even if you fail, right? So it's better to try than not to try, because you might end up not even being loved because you're not genuine about being who you are. Um, it's just important to have a strong family, and that's what this channel about. If you're a man and you're not in your child's life, do whatever you can to be in your child's life and be a productive member of society and your family. If you're a woman and you're not in your child's life or the father's not in his life, do what you can to mend a relationship, just to be cordial enough, just to have a balance. Life is all about yin and yang and balance of masculine and feminine, and coming together, that makes us balanced. Perfect and balance and perfect perfection. That's what we live. So with that being said, happy birthday, Kobe. Thank you for your greatness, and it will forever live on through me, my organizations, and everything I do. Appreciate everything you've done in this world. I love you. Thank you, family.